Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went full drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Had a load of fun at my parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Wild son of a gun, pay for all I've done. 'Cause I ain't done just yet.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
First down, Lions.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is Gibbs on second down. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Goff now, third and long. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up fourth down. I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on the punt on fourth. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
From the shotgun, Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he will get this inside the 30.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Penix on 1st down. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Firing quickly is Penix. Complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready?
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Robinson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll run it with Robinson. And this defense completes the goal line stand. What a start to their game as they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
14.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick. That's taken at the 15. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bengals.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Penix to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10.
19 Lions, 70 Red, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Penix here from the gun. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's good.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Penix to throw again on 2nd. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Let's go now.
3rd down, it's Penix. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's Penix yet again. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. How about this? It's a 2-0 ball game. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Penix gives himself up after picking up that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he drives this forward to the 6.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Design quarterback run here. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals push this to an 8-point game. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals push the lead to 2 scores now. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. 14. Goff off the play action. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First down throw from Goff. That's incomplete left side. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
12, like 20.
Gibbs now from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
20.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first down from the 41.
A 4-yard pickup play. First down, Detroit.
Listen.
From the gun, Goff. Going deep here for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start to fight back with their first points of this game.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Penix. We look underneath here, Robinson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Working quickly here.
It's now 3rd and 9.
19 top Warriors, 17. 60 Mavericks. Check out.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Takes it in at the 21. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Just a minute, 59 seconds remaining in our first half of football. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. 1st and 10 from the 32. Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Big strike here to Williams. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield strike. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Lions.
Goff setting to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And, hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Lions.
Throwing again, it's Goff. He's got it at the 6. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Again, Goff. Bengals get to him and take him down. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Goff to into the air now. Throws caught. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
On third and goal, Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That is awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions jump in front now by 5. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. It's going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
79 Bronco.
Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, Penix. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down. And dose of the hurry up here. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Penix here from the gun. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Penix working from the gun. Absolutely fires this one right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried to find Mike Evans with that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
It's his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
He's back to throw. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
2-point try coming. Penix and his offense getting set.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now.
Lions 14.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 21-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. A give left side for Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Hold up, like 20. 11.
Goff. Completed over the middle. Space past the 35. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
7, 20.
Throwing is gone. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
180. Super. Shell.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
20.
Rush coming for Goff. Finds him over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Lions have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
120.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
20. 14.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. when you challenge double coverage in the end zone. And let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Goff on third. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Receiver in motion, going left. From the gun, Goff. Makes the catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Now Goff. He's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grab the lead on their first series of the half. David Montgomery with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Staying with Robinson. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. We've paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. That's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after that play. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Let's go. Half the 60.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35. It's Penix yet again. Flushed out of the pocket. Right back to Chase. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. And it's to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
Bengals 24, Lions 21.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Super one.
Play action here with Goff. Completed to his running back. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Goff off the play action. Catch made left side by Laporta. Jukes away from one. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Coming right is Gibbs. They're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. Offense is set. First and 10. Montgomery now up the middle. Moving 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Right 20. Tiger. Value 3. What's that?
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal.
80. Ric Flair. Chester.
Looking to throw. Goff. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
180. Maverick Wall. Hey, Shells.
Running for it with Montgomery. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you? Or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
76, kill him. 76.
He'll throw it. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that brings up 4th and goal.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Lions pushing to get within range for a game winner. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, this is Piron. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Starting this drive with a design run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On the tackle.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
From the gun, Piron. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A loss of 2
Their
yards.
dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Now to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here he is to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. Oh, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. And this one goes out of bounds, but whether they recovered or not, it doesn't matter. Possession still changes with a turnover on downs. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At the 8-yard line.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
14. 14. Set.
And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Cut. 180. Whoa. Listen. 5. Turbo set.
Here comes Montgomery out of the pistol. And this one does not get close. He's stopped in for 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. And that one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
On the return, this is Piron. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Bengals have a first down. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Here he is to throw. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Setting up to pass. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw it. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to fourth down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target and really the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Hiking 18. Win the rep, let's go, right here.
Here he goes, one final shot. This is for the ball game. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they got the field goal when it mattered most. And that kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Cincinnati.